Have you ever felt like your life is in transition, where the old ways of being don't fit anymore, but you haven't fully stepped into the new you? You're not who you used to be, but somehow you still feel distant from the future version of yourself. That sense of being caught between two realities? It's actually a pretty powerful place to be, and it's exactly where you need to be when you're transcending your old self and manifesting a new reality. Here's the thing. When you're on the verge of transformation, it's natural to feel uncertain. It's almost like being at that split second where your foot is about to land on the other side of the gap, but you haven't quite taken the full step. That gap, that in-between, is where all the magic happens. And today, we're going to explore 3 unmistakable signs you need to be aware of that show you're leaving your old self behind and stepping into an entirely new reality. What's even more exciting is that the universe is always supporting your evolution. Right now, we're in a very special astrological moment. Whether it's a powerful planetary alignment or the energy of a transformative moon phase, the cosmic forces are in your favor, helping you shed those old layers and become the person you're meant to be. This is how you unlock your manifestations on an even deeper level. The universe is urging you to let go so you can receive. Before we move into the specifics of these 3 signs, let's take a moment to talk about the process of leaving behind your old identity. We all have this version of ourselves that we've built over time based on experiences, beliefs, and the stories we've told ourselves. But if you want to manifest something new, whether it's a dream career, an amazing relationship, or just a more joyful life, you have to let go of the version of you that was attached to the old life. So why is this old self still hanging around? It's because we're wired for comfort. Even when a situation is negative or outdated, the old self feels familiar, and the familiar always appears safer. Shifting into a new reality means confronting that change head-on. It requires you to break patterns, let go of past stories, and challenge the belief systems that have kept you in your comfort zone. In fact, the very first sign that you're evolving is when the things that used to feel familiar and comfortable suddenly start feeling off. It's like putting on an outfit you used to love, but now it feels tight and awkward. You're being energetically nudged out of your old patterns and environments. Let me explain. One of the major signs you're leaving your old self behind is a deep feeling of discomfort in your usual surroundings or routines. That discomfort is a good thing. Uncomfortable, yes, but essential because it's the signal that you are outgrowing your old self. Maybe your favorite friends you used to vibe with suddenly feel draining, or your workplace that once seemed alive with passion now seems suffocating. This is because your energy is evolving, but the situations or people around you haven't caught up yet. Think about it. What happens when a caterpillar is getting ready to transform into a butterfly? The cocoon that once protected it begins to feel restricting. In that moment, it's not the cocoon that's the problem, it's that the caterpillar is ready for something way bigger. If you can relate to that, don't worry, you're not alone. This feeling of discomfort is a great sign. It means you're inching out of an old layer and stretching into new growth. The old you was comfortable in those environments because your energy matched them. But now that you've expanded, your frequency is no longer in alignment with those old patterns. And guess what? This deep discomfort is exactly what's needed to spur true transformation. It's through this friction that your soul is urging you to move forward, to stop clinging to who you were and step into who you're becoming. In many ways, discomfort is an invitation from the universe to up-level your surroundings. If you find yourself drained by old social circles or feeling uninspired by the places you used to love, you're on the brink of significant change. You're tuned into the next chapter, even if it doesn't feel comfortable yet. Your soul is asking for growth, and life is giving you subtle, or sometimes not so subtle, signals to let go of what's no longer serving you. And here's where astrological energy plays a part. Whenever you have shifts in the cosmos, whether from the full moon or impactful planetary alignments, like Saturn returning or Neptune transiting, it often brings to light these sources of discomfort. The universe is urging you to slow down, reflect, and reevaluate whether the things you currently surround yourself with match the energy you're growing into. Right now, the cosmos is amplifying this push. Use this energy as your personal spotlight. It's lighting up areas of your life that need to be released. But here's the thing. It's not all about discomfort. The second sign you're evolving into your new reality is when things in your life begin to unexpectedly fall apart. I know it sounds rough. Your first instinct might be to resist or fight to keep things the way they were. Relationships end. Jobs you thought you'd have forever dissolve. Friendships might fade. But here's the truth. When things start falling apart, it's because they've already served their purpose. Think about it like this. When you're cleaning up an old room, what's the first thing you do? You throw away what no longer serves you. It's natural. You just don't have room to hold on to all the old stuff while bringing in the new. The universe operates in the same way. When things begin to break down or stop working in your life, it's clearing the space for something better, for something more aligned with your highest path. So, if you've experienced breakups, losing jobs, or even feeling like you're losing interest in things that once excited you, don't panic. This isn't a breakdown, it's a breakthrough. I want you to remember that. It's not something coming to an end for no reason. It's to create space for a new beginning. Those breakdowns are preparing you for the manifestation of your new life. One of the hardest lessons in manifestation is learning how to let go. Sometimes, the more we try to hold on to our old life, the tougher things become. The universe is literally pulling us out of situations that no longer match our highest good. When relationships dissolve or jobs end, it doesn't mean you're a failure or unlucky. It means you're being prepared to receive something that vibes with the person you're becoming. And trust me, this is where the astrological energy is a game changer. Eclipses, major transits, and lunar or planetary shifts are powerful times for endings and beginnings. It's the universe saying, okay, you've gone as far as you can with this. Let's create something new. It's natural for things to fall apart during these times, and while it may feel unpredictable or even chaotic, it's all part of the bigger picture of evolution. The present astrological energy is acting as a cosmic broom, sweeping away the old to make way for the new. So, instead of resisting these changes, embrace them. Lean into the transformation. The things that are leaving your life were never meant to be here forever anyway. They were part of the chapter you're closing. Every ending you're experiencing right now is setting the stage for something better, something that aligns with who you're becoming. With that said, sometimes It's not just about what's falling apart. It's also about what's showing up unexpectedly. And that's the third and one of the most exciting signs that you're stepping into your new reality, the sudden appearance of new opportunities. You've probably experienced this before. You run into someone at a party who happens to mention exactly the opportunity you've been yearning for. Or maybe, out of nowhere, a mentor appears, eager to help you grow. Suddenly, you're invited to doors you weren't expecting or discovering offers you hadn't even thought about. Opportunities seem almost destined to find you. Why? Because when you're in that space of letting go, you create space for the universe to fill it with what you actually want. In fact, the more you release, the wider you open yourself to receiving. These synchronicities and opportunities are signs that you're in alignment with your new reality. Think about it. If you're still holding on to your old ways, how can you be open to the new? You have to create the space by shedding what no longer fits. Once you're willing to let go, you create a vacuum that the universe naturally fills with what resonates with your higher vibration. By nature, the universe fills spaces. We see it everywhere. And when you're vibrating from a higher frequency, when your energy is aligned with who you are becoming, the universe will fill your life with matching opportunities and connections. If you're receiving these out-of-the-blue offers, meeting high-vibe people, or attracting gigs that seem like they were made for you, that's a massive green light that you're transforming. You've done the work, cleared the space, and you're now welcoming what your new self actually wants and deserves. And let's not forget this important piece. Right now, cosmically speaking, the planets are working in your favor. When the energies of expansion, like Jupiter or transformative moon phases, are in full swing, they act as energetic catalysts for opportunity. Essentially, what's happening in the stars is telling you that the time is right to step fully into your powers of attraction and manifestation. The doors are wide open for new possibilities. So when these unexpected events and opportunities show up, lean into them. Don't second-guess them or brush them off as just coincidence. Every path that opens up could be the very one leading you to your next level, to the reality you've been manifesting. Notice what's arriving in your life now that wasn't there before, and get excited. Now, let's talk about what this process really looks like on a deeper level. When you're stepping into a new reality, it's not just about the external changes happening around you. It's also about the internal shifts, the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you approach life. You're literally reprogramming your energy to align with a higher version of yourself. And while that can feel exciting, it can also feel a little intimidating. But that's okay. Growth isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about staying open to the process. And here's something important to remember. The universe will always meet you halfway. You don't have to figure everything out on your own. The guidance, the resources, and the opportunities you need will show up often in ways you never expected. It's almost like the universe is saying, "I've got you." But in order to receive that support, you have to trust the process and let go of the need to control every little detail. When you do, you'll start to notice how effortlessly things begin to fall into place. Now let's dig into that third sign a little more, those unexpected opportunities that show up when you least expect them. When you're in alignment with your new reality, it's like a magnet for synchronicity. Have you ever experienced one of those moments where everything just clicks? Where it feels like the universe orchestrated the perfect set of circumstances just for you? That's not random. It's a direct reflection of the energy you're putting out. Think about it. When you're vibrating at a higher frequency, when your thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with your true desires, you naturally attract people, situations, and opportunities that match that vibration. It's like tuning into a radio station. If you're on the right frequency, you'll hear the music clearly. But if you're stuck on an old channel, all you'll hear is static. So, if you've been feeling stuck or unsure about your next step, take a moment to check in with your energy. Are you still holding on to old fears, doubts, or beliefs that are keeping you on the wrong station? If so, it's time to let them go. And here's the beautiful thing. Letting go doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes all it takes is a shift in perspective. Instead of seeing endings as losses, start seeing them as beginnings. Instead of focusing on what you're leaving behind, focus on what you're making space for. And instead of worrying about what might go wrong, start getting excited about what could go right. This simple shift in mindset can open up so much space for growth and transformation. Let's take a moment to reflect on how this applies to your own life. Think about something you've been holding on to, whether it's a relationship, a job, or even just an old habit. Ask yourself, is this truly serving me? Does it align with the person I'm becoming? If the answer is no, that's okay. It's not about judging yourself or anyone else. It's about honoring your growth and allowing yourself to evolve. And while this process can feel overwhelming at times, remember that you're not alone. We're all in this together, navigating our own unique journeys. And the beauty of it is that every single one of us has the power to create a life that feels aligned, abundant, and joyful. The key is to stay open, stay curious, and trust that the universe is always guiding you toward your highest good. So, let's bring this full circle. You've learned how discomfort, breakdowns, and unexpected opportunities are all signs that you're stepping into your new reality. But what's next? How do you continue to move forward with confidence and clarity? It all comes down to one thing: staying connected. Connected to yourself, connected to the universe, and connected to the vision you have for your life. This connection is what keeps you grounded, even when things feel uncertain. It's what helps you navigate those moments of discomfort and trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. One of the best ways to stay connected is through daily rituals, simple practices that help you realign with your energy and intentions. This could be something as simple as taking a few deep breaths in the morning, journaling about what you're grateful for, or spending a few minutes visualizing your ideal life. These small acts of mindfulness can have a big impact, not just on your energy, but on the way you experience life. Another powerful tool for staying connected is community. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people who uplift and inspire you can make all the difference. When you're part of a supportive community, you're reminded that you're not alone in this journey. You can share your wins, your struggles, and your insights with others who truly get it. And the best part? You can learn from each other, grow together, and celebrate each other's successes. This is why we've created resources and communities specifically designed to support you on your path. Whether you're looking for guidance, inspiration, or just a space to connect with others who are on a similar journey, you'll find it all in the description below. Take a moment to explore what's available to you, and remember that you're never alone in this process. There's always support, always guidance, and always love available to you. So, as you move forward, keep this in mind. Transformation isn't about rushing to the finish line. It's about embracing the journey, trusting the process, and allowing yourself to grow into the person you're meant to be. And as you do, remember that every step you take is a step closer to your dreams. You've got this, and the universe has got you. Let's continue to evolve together.